you through all my guitars, or the ones that I have out here. Just since we're here, real quick, since they're all out. Hi, I'm Tyler, and these are a bunch of guitars and instruments that I have collected, found, been given, etc. over the years. So, let's take a look at them. Let's start first, of course, with this. This is the bass guitar, which I nicknamed the bass guitar. And I'll say, give me TBG, the bass guitar. People know what I mean. It's a Fender, but it's kind of like a Frankenstein bass, where somebody has constructed it with different parts. This came into the pawn shop. My dad had a pawn shop for many years in Virginia Beach called Bird Neck Pawn. It's called that because it was on Bird Neck Road at the intersection of Bird Neck and Virginia Beach Boulevard. And the guy came in, got a loan on this, probably about 20 or 50 bucks, probably in 1991 or 2, and he didn't come back for it. And I remember, may have had a case, may not. I've never had a real official case for it, but my dad was like, well, can you play it or show me it works? And he slapped some crazy little bass solo. And I was like, all right, here you go. There's all the paperwork and everything. And the guy just never came back for it. And it's a good one. It's heavy. It's a big solid chunk of wood. I had to get it repaired at some point because I think the neck came off. And it's really nice. It really plays really nice. I've opened it up maybe to look at it, and a guy named Mark Schneidel added a Fender logo up there. He was really impressed with this guitar, and he's like, oh, well, you need the old vintage logo up there. So he'd made them and he put it up there, and he was a great guy. He loved music, and he was really impressed with this, and I miss him a whole lot. But it's kind of neat that he helped make this, or helped improve it. Here's a little ukulele, a Le Domino. No strings, it's never had strings to my knowledge. I had this attached to me when I did a talent show in 6th grade. I lip sang to La Bamba, the new improved Los Lobos version, not the original. And my mom made this costume for me where my hands were my feet, you know? I had a little table. So I was like doing this, and had a little mustache and like a Mexican looking white or a black and white suit, black with white trim, and hair slicked back, and just kind of danced and whatnot, and people loved it. I closed the show. It was 6th grade talent show, W.T. Cook Elementary in Virginia Beach. And I just love there's little dominoes on this. You can see, really cool. No tuning pegs, never played, but it's great. I've had it for a long time. I think it was borrowed from someone in the neighborhood, someone else, parent of a kid at the school, and we just never returned it. So I've had it since, I don't know, 88, 87 or so. This is the first keyboard I had. Casio Tone MT35. It's missing the power knob or the little switch cap, but it still works really good. Plug it in or use batteries. I don't think it's not corroded or anything, but I remember my grandma, my mom's mom, playing this with me, and just playing little simple things, and just I kept myself entertained. The demo was really interesting. But it was you just change the tempo. You have all sorts of fun with that. So don't know if I've used it ever in a recording, but it's just nice to have around. This has been my go-to acoustic guitar through the years, a Takamine 19. Oh yeah, it's one of the. It has the headstock or the little word, the logo that kind of looks retro, but it's probably from the late 80s, early 90s. Again, came into the pawn shop. Guy never came back for it, so I took it. Got it in some weird tuning right now. I'm not sure what it is. And a little sticker down at the bottom from Courthouse in Winston-Salem that shot a movie in that I never finished, of course. So yeah, this has been a good go-to electric acoustic, and it's been with me many places, to San Francisco, Fredericksburg, everywhere. A lot of these instruments have been with me, but and I've lugged them around. I lugged this Peavey and this acoustic to San Francisco for some unknown reason, but I played the hell out of them, and the others have kind of followed me in pieces and parts and various forms over the last several million years. This is a Silvertone. I think I bought this at Cook's Flea Market in Winston-Salem, and it's a great one. It's a great, no, it's not. When I say it's great, it looks great, but it doesn't really hold tune that well. It's kind of hard to play, and the action is high. I like how it looks. I think I played an open mic in Virginia Beach at the Jewish Mother. I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. I got to do this. If I'm going to be a successful songwriter, performer, I need to go do this. And I went down and I played a couple of songs and just forgot words, forgot chords, just messed up, but I think somebody complimented me on the guitar later or afterwards, so that was nice. Yeah, I've got that one in like a blues tune. It's just nice to walk by it every now and then and just go, yeah. Okay, so moving on to what is this? This is the Little Baby Taylor. Yeah, little child's Taylor, or a 3/4 size guitar. Pawn shop, just have had and played, and I don't know, it's all right. It's nothing special, but it's a nice little thing. I was maybe going to write on it or draw on it and give it to a child or a 3/4 size person. I bought this one in 1997 in Germany. This is a Hofner. Believe it or not, a Hofner child's guitar with nylon strings. I've never had to change the strings on it. So these strings are from some poor old, or not poor, but some old woman in Germany put them on. Or I bought it at a music store in Germany. I can't remember the town. My brother and I went to Germany in September of 1997. Flew into Belgium, and I had packed a big one of those big backpacks, and at home in Virginia. I had this guitar shoved in the middle and my clothes wrapped all around it, and this was barely sticking out of the top. And checked the luggage, and it was just like, oh man, I hope that gets through. I hope I see that in Belgium. Well, we arrived in Belgium, it never came. Freaked me out. I was a little mad about it, and I just wanted to be able to say I played guitar in Europe, or I went on a European tour. So I bought this one, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I love this guitar. I wish I could just play really well, like some really good licks with every guitar, but I really haven't played in a while, so I'm just sort of... Yeah, great guitar. I would sit in town squares or near fountains. I've always been very careful with this guitar because it's kind of like a very fragile, soft wood, but I really love the tone, and the nylon strings are great. But I would sit in town squares in Italy and Germany and Switzerland and just play, just kind of fiddle around and, just do a like... Wait, what am I trying? I'm trying to, just play little Beatles runs and improvised licks. And I think every now and then people would be like, oh, that's interesting. But I played at the Trevi Fountain, I played at the Coliseum, I played on a Swiss Alp, I played in a couple of other really impressive sounding venues where it pretty much consisted of me just fiddling around on this for a little while. And still have the blue case, it's over there. I guess I'll cut away to that or something, but yeah. So this one got lost in airline limbo for a while and eventually made its way back to Virginia. And I think one of the tuning pegs is kind of bent, but it came back. I think it really freaked out the luggage people, and this was pre luggage confusion, scare, fear kind of thing. I don't know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, this is a great little one. And let's see here. Oh yes, this is a Morel slide guitar. Just a big chunk of wood with strings and a pickup. Bought this one at Cook's Flea Market in Winston-Salem, brand new, and it's just been my go-to slide guitar. And I usually tune it to fit the song. This is tuned for the Hawaiian War Chant and Bali High and Green Dolphin. And I'm not sure what it is, but the tuning works just fine. I've played it for years and years. Bought it in I think 1997, and it's just good. I don't have any real problems with it, and it can hang on the wall just as a decoration. It's hung for years without me playing it, and then moved back to Charlotte and just started playing this thing a whole lot. So it's a good simple slide guitar. And Morel was the last name of my Latin teacher for many years in Virginia at First Colonial High School. So here's a bell. It's a little ringing bell. Finger cymbals that they used to give out in bars in Charlotte when you would sign up for Camel cigarettes. Amazing. And a chromatic harmonica. This was bought in Missouri on the way to Sundance Film Festival 2003, I think. It's probably like 50 or 60 bucks. Thought I'd just pick it up to start really doing amazing stuff on it. It takes a lot of work and practice and getting it down, but yeah, it's a fun thing to have. It's just kind of neat. I want one that's huge. I want a harmonica the size of this, a big, gigantic one. But this will do for now. Here's a tambourine. Can't remember where I got this. Good wooden round tambourine. Okay, Peavey T60. All right, this one is heavy. Oh man, these are heavy. I don't know. I would say this is heavier than this bass guitar. I bought this one at a pawn shop in Chesapeake, Virginia. I think in 1990 or 1991, 92. 60 bucks? No, I don't know. 80 bucks maybe. Nice hard case. This one is so heavy, but I just like it. I'm under the impression that these knobs all do something and are important, but I've never really figured them out. I'll just switch them every now and then. It's fun to plug in and play every now and then, but I've never really played this in a band officially or just gotten up on stage and ripped it, but I've really enjoyed having it, and it's just, I like the feel of the smooth. It's an interesting feel. It's smooth. I like the brightness of it, so you can play in the dark. I've done a lot of recording with it, and just played this thing a whole lot in San Francisco, and I've had many good times with this guitar. That's an E chord tuning. I found that one and I thought I'd discovered it or invented it in San Francisco, and realized that no, I did not invent that. So I've really enjoyed that one over the years. Here's a classical guitar with a bunch of stickers on the back. There's something in there too. I'm afraid to see what's in there. Could be cigarette butts or something. It's got 4 strings, and it's all dinged up and scratched. It's got the bottom string and the top 3 strings, and it was at the pawn shop near the end of the period in which my dad owned it. probably early 2000s. A guy brought it in and never came back for it again. It was propped up against the wall. I came home to visit once and at the shop, and I think my dad had 20 bucks on it or something. I said, hey, I think I'll take that. It's fun to play with. I've never thought about restringing it or putting all 6 strings on it or 2 additional strings on it. But yeah, I can play around, and it's in some tuning of some sort. Just fun to play with. I like it, and a bunch of stickers on the back from years and years and years of sticker collecting. Probably adds another pound to the guitar. So yeah, it's one of those guitars where you don't really care if it falls over or catches on fire. Here's a saxophone that my parents bought, I guess, with payments, a payment plan for my brother to play in elementary school at Cook, W.T. Cook in Virginia Beach. So when my brother got through with it, I, of course, took it, and I think I took it in 5th, 6th, and 7th grade. I never went into the marching band. That didn't really interest me, but yeah, I'll pick it up every now and then. I remember most of the notes, but I can't read music, and I don't really have a good tone, and I can't hold a note for longer than maybe half a second. Just like to do that every now and then, just jolt whoever's around me. Ah! You know, it's a little jarring sound. Okay, I think I'm done. Oh, the pedal steel. This is what I've been playing the most recently. And I love it because it's a puzzle. And I don't think anyone can ever successfully say, oh, that's it, I've learned it. I've mastered the pedal steel. There's always something to get better at and to figure out. I'm still intimidated by the levers and the pedals, and every time I play it, I try to figure something out that is pleasing, that sounds nice. It's E9 tune right now. It's missing the top E, or the top F string, or F sharp string. I remember the string order by, wait, did I add a string? No, I didn't. This was Rodney Lanier's pedal steel, and I'm very lucky to have it, and he was a dear good friend of mine, and I miss him a lot, and he was a great pedal steel player, and I love playing this one. I may plug this in and play it later. So I think that's it. 2 maracas, painted purple, great, yep, and one of those Snoopy juice harps. You gotta be real careful not to bang your front teeth with this thing. It's kind of, I bought this in, I think, Missouri, maybe the same time I bought that harmonica. So yeah, I think that's it. Is that all? Bass, sax, classical, harmonica, slide. Yeah, that's all. I may have some other instruments hanging around here somewhere, but that's it for now, since everything's out in the open. All right. And one day, this could all be yours. Or, if you can guess the collected estimated price of all of these instruments, they could be yours. Nah, I don't know. They'll eventually end up in pawn shops and thrift shops across the universe. Thank you. Keep playing music and enjoy the music that you're playing. Goodbye. Thank